So we just got done reading John chapter 4. So what is God trying to tell us through John? First of all, we know that Jesus was on the government's radar, the Pharisees, that a whole bunch of people were being baptized. So Jesus left and went back to Galilee. To get to Galilee, though, he had to take a route through Samaria. He came to a town which I can't pronounce. I guess it's Sychar. Anyway, this was near the ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. It also had Jacob's well. Jesus was tired, right? So he sat by the well and encountered a Samaritan woman. He asked for a drink. Jesus compares the water in the well to the water he provides, which is salvation and everlasting life. John 4, verse 13 says, "Whoever drinks of this water will thirst again, but whoever drinks of the water that I shall give him will never thirst. But the water that I shall give him will become in him a fountain of water springing it up into everlasting life." One of the things that I think is really touching is how compassionate Jesus was toward the woman at the well. I just felt that. And I think she felt that too, because because combined with his compassion and the things that he told her about herself that no one else should know, especially a stranger or a Jewish person, that interaction compelled her to go about the town and direct people to go see Jesus for themselves. So the disciples then reached Jesus, and in verse 34 through 38, to motivate his disciples to spread the word, Jesus lays out a comparison of sowing and reaping. Jesus tells disciples the harvest is ready, that the fields are white for harvest, meaning that the time is now to share the good news. Even though others labored for the harvest, Jesus tells his disciples that they will share in the harvest. This passage encourages people to share the good news of salvation with others. It also encourages them to focus on what God has entrusted to them. So later in this chapter, Jesus heals a nobleman's son. The chapter ends telling us this again, that this is the second sign Jesus did when he had come out of Judea into Galilee. Now, I'm not a Bible scholar. I struggle to understand it so much. Some of the things that help me is I watch YouTube videos. I read the Bible in different versions, and I try to commit verses to memory. For me, what I take away from this chapter is, first of all, the analogy of living water. The Bible is full of examples of water, and specifically running water. And I think this symbolizes, one, Jesus' love and salvation never runs dry. But also, have you ever noticed stagnant water? It's full of germs and bacteria and it's gross. Running water is purifying, it's cleansing, it's refreshing. The second thing I take away is the urgency in spreading the word of God, that Christians need to spread his word now and often, and especially in these days. The third I take away is his compassion. So those are some of the things that I took away from chapter 4 of John. What do you think? What did you take away?